What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Paige with the Page, and today we're going to be doing 7 on Sunday. Seven on Sunday is a Goodreads group created by Grace from J Swizzle, and I'll leave a link to both Grace's channel and the Goodreads group in the description box below. I've been doing the 7 on Sundays out of order for this month. I got into a bit of a life slump, so I decided to skip over some weeks. This technically should be your graphic novel or manga TBR for the year, but I've decided that I'm happy not making one. I didn't progress much with the one I made last year, and I haven't actually accrued that many more things, so I'm happy to not do that one, rather talking through the last week's one, which is our top 7 series that we want to finish in 2022. For that, I have 7 series here. Now, in all technicality, they're not the 7 that I would love to complete, but they're the ones that I know that I started the longest time ago and I need to finish them. So there are 2 here that I started in 2017, and the rest are 2015 and before. So before I had Goodreads, I know that I've started them. I wouldn't be able to tell you what year, so I've just say the 2000s, and these are the ones that I need to get to finish off the series in its completion, and that I own all the books for it. There are 2 from the 2000s era where I only have 2 of the books, and I still need another 2, but I didn't want to include it on here because I don't necessarily just want to go and buy them, so if I don't get to it, that's okay. But these, I own them all, I should be getting to them. Let's dive into this. The first is A Tale of 3 Worlds by Ian Irving. So I've read A Shadow on the Glass. I still need to read The Tower on the Rift, which is bound up in this. Dark is the Moon and The Way Between Worlds. So these are some chunky boys, which is why I've been procrastinating them. Like, oh my god, that is huge. But I definitely do want to make some progress. The Tower on the Rift technically should have been on my January TBR. As a big book that I pulled out of the jar, I decided to go with reading a fuck ton of Animorphs instead. I do need to progress in this, but January was not the month for that. But this is the first chunk. Next up we have A Dance of Dragons Part 2, After the Feast by George R.R. Martin. This is the last one that I need to read before I am caught up with all that is published, and since we don't know when the next 2 are coming out, I'm fine with that. So I need to read this to finish it off. I just keep putting it off because I don't know. I just need to finish it, and this is literally all that I need to read. With it being split in the 2 parts, it's not as intimidating. It's still bigger, but by comparison, I just need to get to this ASAP. The next up is the 3rd and 4th in the Hannibal series by Thomas Harris. So I have Hannibal and Hannibal Rising. I really enjoyed Silence of the Lambs, and Red Dragon was good when I read it. It was a little bit creepier than Silence of the Lambs, so I'm definitely keen to continue on and see how this progresses. I have no idea what's going to happen in 3 and 4, but I've got them all. I'm curious about it, so let's do this. Next up we have books 2 to 4 in the Beautiful Creatures. So Beautiful Darkness, Beautiful Chaos, and Beautiful Redemption. I loved Beautiful Creatures. It wasn't like fantastic, but I had a good time reading it. I loved the movie, and I want to continue on. I want to know what happens, but I just don't, because I'm scared that I'm not going to enjoy it as much as the first one anymore, and I think I've heard they just get progressively worse and worse, but I've got them, so I would like to. And Beautiful Creatures, I think I read in 2017 around the movie time. Next up is A Darkness at Sethanon by Raymond E. Feist. This is the 3rd in the Rift War saga and would be completing off that trilogy. I am super eager to get to it after just randomly picking up Silverthorn last year, and I do want to continue on while it's still somewhat fresh in my memory. I read Silverthorn while I was in a bit of a rough spot, so we'll see how I go with this. I think I love the world and the characters, but my memory is already a little bit hazy, so fingers crossed I can get to this sooner rather than later and finish off this series. And then you continue on with the rest of the world. It's like the Robin Hobb trilogies and quartets. And then my last 2, 50 Shades Free by E.L. James. I want this gone from my life, but I am a masochist. And so here we are. I swear to God, this needs to go. I don't know why I just didn't unhaul it. Because I'm a completionist at heart. Like, I have technically DNF'd some series, but not with one book at the end. So we'll see if I just crack the shits and decide not to read this and unhaul it like the sensible person I should be and just let myself be at peace. Although I know that I would not be at peace letting it go and not having read it. I just want to hate read it apparently. The final series that I had 2017 and prior is the Blue Blood series by Melissa De La Cruz. I loved Blue Bloods when I read it as a teenager. I think I'm going to not enjoy this series as much, but they're here. The thing is, these are on my self-destruct, so if I do not read all of these by May, they're going regardless. So, yep, got that to look forward to. So we shall see if I manage to get to this before May or not, but it is top 7 that I would like to finish. And if I get to May and I haven't, then that is that, and I must make my peace with it. So these are the top 7 series I want to finish off in 2022. Oh god, my buddy is dead. Pray for Jesus. Let me know in the comments what are some series that you're wanting to start, finish, progress on this year, or if you do know and you have your list of some that you want to finish, let me know. If there's any on here that you would like to buddy read, also let me know, because having an accountability buddy is great. If you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you on my next video. Bye! Ow, I hit my thumb on the corner of my desk. Ooh!